Hi Pisces, thanks for joining me for the May of 2019 Tarot Scopes with Animal Totem card. As always, we're going to start the reading with a Rock and Roll Tarot deck. Then we'll follow it up with a bonus card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you are a Patreon level 2 supporter, there will also be another bonus card available for all 12 signs. And this month we're going to use the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lim. Okay, so let's get right into it. What is going on for Pisces in the month of May 2019? Pisces. 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 This is a general reading for Pisces Sun, Rising, and Moon. If you don't get your answers, you might want to check your Sun, Rising, and Moon. The other ones, whatever you're looking at now. And or you may need a private reading. That would be probably the best thing. In my readings, always the court cards who represent the people. When I do the general readings like this, they can be, gender does not apply, so they could be male, female, or whatever. Could be anybody. Okay, so here we go. Right away you've got this, we're leaving something behind. Some of you may be actually going on a journey. That's often what this can indicate. So you may be taking a trip, you may be taking a journey. It's always, this is more symbolic usually of a journey of your life, of leaving something behind that you put a lot of effort into. And often 8 is the numeric thing that happens with it. What was I going to say? I forgot already. I'm sorry. Spirit's talking to me and I'm trying to get it through to you. But you're leaving something behind, but I always look at what is he going toward. So he's going toward the King of Swords. The King of Swords could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. As it happens, we will be moving into air. We will be moving into the sign of Gemini after the 21st of May. So it could be talking about after the time of Gemini. Could actually be an air sign person, which would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. A king is always somebody who's a little further along on their path. It's not a knight, it's not a page, it's a king. So they're more mature, they're more, they know who they are, they're further along on their journey. They don't play a lot of head games. The word rational is really standing out to me. So I think they're a very rational person. By the way, with these cards, that's one of the reasons I put those words on there. Let those words pop at you. If they pop, or if it looks like it says something else than it actually does, very often that's a message just for you as you're watching the video. So rational popped out to me, as opposed to irrational. So I think for some of you, you've been dealing with some irrational type of situations, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air, yes. Breath of fresh air is something really nice and rational. Sometimes the King of Swords can have to do with legal law and things like that. So he could be a lawyer, judge, police officer, anything along those lines for some people. It leads to the Magician. Now I feel like he or she carries a lot of this Magician energy, but the Magician is also you. The Magician is being self-realized. The Magician is taking hold of the situation. The Magician is individual. And this is all, look at how this sword goes up, this wand goes up, and this sword all goes up. So it's like, yeah, me, one, I'm charging through, I'm going to do it, breakthrough. Breakthrough is strong. I think many of you could be having a major breakthrough. They're saying either break down or break through. Wow, okay. But it's all like these number 1 symbols, or I. So it's always like this self stuff. The Magician, sometimes if this is work related, could have to do with having your own business. This person could have their own business, or they may facilitate you getting your own business. You becoming more self-empowered, they're going to facilitate. Some of you are leaving a marriage, I feel. And this is your divorce lawyer or whoever, and then you're free to be yourself again. Again, we do have the Ace of Swords, so this is a major breakthrough. This is breaking through the muck and the gunk in your life and letting the sun and the light shine through. So even though you put a lot of time and effort into it, it's time to go forward, and you don't really know. He has the staff in his hand too. Look, I mean, a lot of them do, but these staffs are really standing out to me, these staffs and these swords. So I feel like it's 1. It's 1, or it's 11, or it's the individual, the I. And he has a staff in his hand too. And so does he. So these staffs, I'm not sure what to make of it, but if it may be an individual message for somebody out there. But again, I think it's more going with this one I, me. Some of you are going to be connecting with your friends more. I think for some of you, you were in this relationship and you didn't really hang out with your friends much. Like this person was trying to control you and everything, or whoever's from behind here. There's an opportunity for more socializing, more hanging out with friends, and sometimes you Pisces, you can be a little introverted. So it's a good idea to get out. Don't be, feels like you're a little bit leery about it. Like, oh, I don't know, I feel like I don't belong, or do I really fit in? Or you're putting on the brakes here, or there's some like trepidation. It's saying, no, have a great time. You're going to be welcomed into the fold. And if you haven't had a tribe or a group for a while, you may be really connecting up with that at this time. This would be you, male or female. This would be the Pisces individual in the upright position, completely aligned with this whole thing, with the Ace of Swords and the moving on. So it's all aligned for you. It's maybe only in the astral plane at this time, and you're just looking at it and thinking about it. You haven't really, some of you haven't really taken action yet. Well, May could be the month we take action, in particular maybe towards the end of May as we move into Gemini. It says don't worry about the money. The money will be there. Some people stay in relationships or bad jobs and different things because of the money. Like, oh, I can't leave now, I can't afford it, how am I going to pay my bills, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes when you break out of a bad situation, the money just really starts rolling like crazy because your energy changes and you feel happier and you feel lighter, and therefore there's more leeway or openings for the money to flow in and out. When you're tight and you're down, you can't get in when you're restricted. This says something's coming back to you that's been missing or taken away, and this is usually having to do with, you're feeling good again. For many of you, you're feeling good again. I'm going to put that as your title. You're feeling good again. And that sometimes that's, let me just finish writing this, you're feeling good again. Sometimes that's all it really takes. It's a change in your energetic field to ignite a lot of other things to start flowing and happening to you. Okay, so I do have a lot of, I'm going to shuffle your animal totem cards. I want to let you know I have a lot of readings available on my website. Please do check it out for the eye of the sky or below. And I have decks and books and whatnot. And I'm also, at the end of May, if you're watching this mid-May, if you're a Patreon person, it's going to be towards the end of May, I'll be opening up again for the summer solstice readings, which is a really valuable look-ahead reading where I compare your chart. It's a psychic reading, but I put your chart and the solstice chart. And it's a look ahead for the upcoming season of the summer, well, winter if you're in the, it's the solstice. It's the mid-year solstice, the Cancer ingress. So wherever you're at, I think most people are in the northern hemisphere, so it's the summer solstice. So it's a look ahead at your summer if you want. That'll be available for a limited time. But what is our animal card for Pisces? The rat. I was just seeing here, I saw Zion. I know there's a Zion National Park, and I think, isn't Zion something from the movie, one of the Matrix movies? And I think Zion has something to do with something, what's the real meaning of that? I just want to look it up real quick before we get to our animal totem. Yeah, there's a Zion National Park for sure. It has some meaning. I think that's why it was used in the hills of Jerusalem in which the city of David was built. The heavenly city in the kingdom of heaven. Oh, wow, pretty cool. So, many of you, what you're heading towards is Zion. So, heaven on earth, you could even say. Okay, so here's our rat card. I mean, I know rats are people's pets and they love them, but I mean, these rats I've seen around here, they're pretty gruely nasty. So, it's kind of a negative card, but that's okay. Sneaking, slinking, hiding, stealing, fear, lack, squalor, hoarding. Surviving in harsh environments. I feel many of you have been surviving in harsh environments. Release what no longer serves you. Yeah, I feel many of you have been surviving in harsh environments. You're going to feel renewed and rejuvenated and going towards this Zion energy. You might even, another word for Zion might even be like utopian, possibly. So it's a shifting month for you. It's when it moves into Gemini also, that's a mutable sign. And you are a mutable sign in astrology. So that means that's a square. And when squares happen, it causes friction, but it also causes things to happen. So a lot of times people will make big moves or big changes in their life when we're hitting on the square. This person is going to be key and very important to you on whatever level. If it's a new job, if it's a lawyer, maybe it's just a new friend or somebody. Also, it's important to get out and socialize and be around people. Okay, so if you're a Patreon level 2 supporter, we're going to pull one more clarifier bonus card from the Gateway deck. And you get, for one low price, you get the all 12 signs. So if you're interested in that, you can find all that information above or below. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a video. I want to thank you all for tuning in and supporting me and my channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and purchasing my wares. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of, I almost said September of all things, so maybe there's some tie-ins to September for some people, but it is for May of 2019, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.